People who lose money to scams feel desperate. They want their money back very badly. This desperation makes them vulnerable targets for another type of scam. These are called scam recovery scams. Advertisements for these fake services are now appearing much more frequently. You can see them often on social media platforms. These platforms include Facebook, Instagram, and even X, formerly Twitter. The scammers know that victims are actively searching for help online. They place their ads where distressed people are most likely to see them. The basic promise of these services is very appealing. They claim they can recover funds lost to fraudsters. This offers a glimmer of hope to those who feel helpless. Many victims have already lost significant amounts of money. They might have lost their life savings or retirement funds. The emotional impact of the initial scam is huge. This makes the promise of recovery incredibly tempting. Scammers exploit this emotional state. They present themselves as a solution. They make it seem like getting money back is easy with their help. These advertisements often look professional and convincing. They might use logos that seem official. They may feature fake testimonials from satisfied customers. The language used is designed to build trust quickly. They talk about having special knowledge or connections. They might claim to use advanced techniques to trace and retrieve stolen money. Unfortunately, these are all lies. Their main goal is to trick victims a second time. This preys on the hope that was rekindled by their false promises, leading to further distress. The increase in these recovery scam ads is a serious problem. It shows that scammers are always finding new ways to operate. They adapt their methods to exploit current trends and vulnerabilities. As more people fall victim to various online scams, the pool of potential targets for recovery scams also grows. It is very important for everyone to be aware of this threat. Understanding how these scams work is the first step. This knowledge helps protect yourself and others from falling into this secondary trap set by criminals. Fake recovery companies use specific tactics to trick people. First, they make very bold promises. They often guarantee that they can get your lost money back. No legitimate service can ever guarantee the recovery of scammed funds. The process of recovering money from scammers is extremely difficult and often impossible. These false guarantees are a major red flag. The scammers sound confident and reassuring. They want you to believe they have unique abilities. They might claim to have inside contacts or secret methods. Once they have your attention, they will ask for money. This is a key part of their deception. They will say they need an upfront fee to start their work. This fee might be called a retainer, a processing fee, or a tax. They might also say they will take a commission, but often demand some payment first. If you pay this fee, they will likely ask for more money later. They will invent new reasons for needing more funds. For example, they might claim there are unexpected legal costs or international transfer fees. These scam operations often use multiple phone numbers. These numbers might appear to be from different countries. This is a trick to make them seem like a large international organization. It also makes them harder to trace. They might use voice over IP or VoIP numbers. These numbers are easy to get and hard to link to a real person. They can quickly change these numbers if they think someone is suspicious. This use of varied international numbers is a common tactic among sophisticated scam groups looking to evade detection. Their websites and social media profiles can look very professional. They may steal branding from real companies. They might have well-written content and impressive graphics. Some even create fake news articles or endorsements. This creates an illusion of legitimacy. Victims might think they are dealing with a real, trustworthy company. However, a closer look often reveals inconsistencies. There might be grammatical errors, or the contact information might be vague. These are all signs of a carefully crafted deception designed to lure unsuspecting victims. Engaging with these fake recovery services carries significant risks. The most obvious risk is losing even more money. Victims have already suffered a financial loss from the initial scam. Paying fees to a recovery scammer just adds to this loss. These scammers have no intention of helping you. They are only interested in taking more of your money. Every payment you make to them is money you will likely never see again. This can push victims into deeper financial trouble. Another major danger is providing more personal information to criminals. To help you, these recovery scammers will ask for sensitive details. This might include your bank account information. They may ask for copies of your ID or login details for various accounts. They might also ask for details about the original scam. Sharing this information puts you at risk of identity theft. It also gives them more data to use in future scams against you or others. They could sell your information on the dark web. The emotional toll of being scammed again can be devastating. Victims often feel ashamed or embarrassed after the first scam. Believing they have found help, only to be tricked again, is a very hard experience. It can lead to feelings of hopelessness and despair. The psychological impact can be severe. It can erode trust and make it harder for victims to seek genuine help. This cycle of victimization is particularly cruel. The scammers show no regard for the suffering they cause. Furthermore, dealing with these fake services wastes valuable time. This time could be spent reporting the original scam to the correct authorities. Law enforcement agencies and financial institutions are the proper channels. While they cannot guarantee recovery, they are legitimate avenues to explore. Fake recovery services distract victims from these official routes. By the time a victim realizes they have been scammed again, it might be too late for any real authorities to help with the original loss. The scammers often disappear without a trace. It is crucial to learn how to spot these recovery scams. A major warning sign is any guarantee of recovering your money. Real help services will never promise this. Be very wary of anyone who asks for an upfront fee. Legitimate organizations typically do not charge large fees before providing a service, if they charge at all for initial advice. If they pressure you to act quickly, that is another red flag. Scammers create a false sense of urgency. They do not want you to have time to think or do research. Genuine help for scam victims usually comes from official sources. You should report the scam to your local police. You should also report it to relevant consumer protection agencies. Your bank might be able to help if you made payments through them. Contact your bank immediately after realizing you have been scammed. There are also non-profit organizations that offer support and guidance to scam victims. These organizations do not usually advertise aggressively on social media with flashy promises. They offer realistic advice and support. Always do thorough research before engaging with any recovery service. Check their credentials carefully. Look for independent reviews or warnings about the company. Do not rely solely on testimonials on their own website. Search for the company name online along with terms like scam or complaint. Be skeptical of any service that contacts you out of the blue. If an offer seems too good to be true, it almost certainly is. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. In conclusion, remaining cautious and vigilant is your best defense. The internet is full of people trying to trick you. Scam recovery scams are a particularly heartless type of fraud. They prey on people who are already suffering. Always question any offer of help that involves paying money to get money back. Protect your personal information carefully. Share your experiences with others to raise awareness. By staying informed and skeptical, you can avoid becoming a victim of these predatory schemes and help protect your community.